The Final Destination series made a strong comeback over the weekend, boasting the highest critical acclaim and the most successful opening day box office earnings across the entire series. Yet, crafting a sequel that continues a franchise with rich history can be tricky, as there are numerous opportunities to make mistakes that could potentially alter the past. On this case, a future. As a devoted fan, I've pondered over the intriguing idea that Death's grand scheme in the Final Destination series might have been ignited by Iris's premonition and subsequent actions to save others from the Skyview disaster. This set off a ripple effect affecting not only the survivors, but also their future kin. When asked about connecting all previous franchise victims to these survivors, directors Adam Stein and Zach Lipovsky shared with Screen Rant that this was indeed an intriguing concept they contemplated. However, they explained that such a move would have contradicted the established rules of the franchise. Really was their kind of quite housering with the map with in place that were done because that would be so juicy. And we didn't advance as much as suggested earlier due to the condition that their own parents must have passed away before them. In the earlier films, there was an element absent to preserve this aspect of the storyline. We've decided not to deviate from it. Therefore, all characters who perish in our film remain confined solely within the Skyview. Stein Iris's book investigates various films, accidents, and premonitions, as she believes they had premonitions and is researching to discover any potential escape from death tech. We didn't explore the same depth due to the challenge of deviating from established rules in FD2 and FD3, where parents are still alive, which complicates that as the aspect. This is the complicated FD2 in estimation from the parents to all of the faculties. And Final Destination Bloodlines is the best movie in the franchise. Despite many franchises witnessing a decline in their returns over time, even those that seem to begin modestly, such as Final Destination Bloodlines, this series has remarkably bucked that pattern, much like its characters evade death. When it was revealed that the series might come back to movie theaters after a 15-year gap since its last film, there were many who doubted if it was essential, particularly given that most of the earlier movies received poor ratings from both viewers and critics, often falling into the rotten category, despite initially seeming like the Final Destination franchise had met its end. Recent success indicates otherwise, is with a 93% tomato meter score and 90% popcorn meter on Rotten Tomatoes, along with a B+ cinema score grading. It stands alongside recent Scream films, The Black Phone, and acquired a list of scales over a different. It's made of me white. The medical also placed a 5 or 7 millimeters at American Eater C scales president of Women Public Papers. And add to that an opening day box office of over $21 million domestically, another franchise record. And it's clear the decision to revive Final Destination was a good one, although no official announcements have been made about a 7th installment. Given such success, another horror sequel seems as inevitable as death itself.